So, a lot of people have been asking for a makeup tutorial, and since it was really close to Halloween, I thought a cute, easy bunny look would be fitting. I will eventually get around to doing more normal makeup looks, but a lot of the technique applies. First, we work on the base. Skincare is so important, and so I always moisturize before doing anything. I am using the 92% aloe vera gel from Nature's Republic, but you can use whatever works for you. Next, I would usually go in with primer right about now, but I don't wear it unless I know I'm going out. Most primers have silicone to cover up pores, and it makes me break out. Don't forget to moisturize your lips too. I am using the Laneige sleeping mask in Chocomint. Then we get started on our actual base. I like to do concealer before foundation because I think it blends together better. I am using the Face Shop's Duo Concealer in Light, and I'm using the cream stick since it is summer and the product will easily melt into my skin. After blending it in with a beauty blender that I got from Daiso for $360 New Zealand dollars, I am going to apply my foundation in the shade Soft Bisque, which is slightly lighter than my usual summer shade because I want the pink that we will do later on to really stand out. After blending everything in, we are going to set our face. I am using the RCMA Original No Color Powder, but feel free to use whatever you want. Set the under eyes first because that's where you crease the most, then move on to your oily spots. For most, it's the T-zone and the forehead area. I don't bake because in my own experience, baking makes you look more cakey and it also dries the skin out, making it look more textured. It doesn't seem to prevent creasing for me either. Using a really pink blush, I am starting to shape the bunny nose. Use any blush you'd like or even an eyeshadow color if you want to. I'm focusing the darkest parts onto the area between my bridge and my eyebrows, pulling the contour and blending it downwards. This will create more contrast if I leave spots untouched with the pink. I'm also blending some pink onto my cupid's bow to make it look like the little bunny lips. To keep sculpting my face, I'm going to use a flat angled brush to draw on some pink eyebrows. And honestly, I suck at eyebrows, so I won't give any commentary on it. Still using the same pink eyeshadow, I'm going in with a designated pencil brush and packing it onto the outer crease of my eyes to make it look bigger and darker. Pink or red shades tend to be really pigmented, so you really have to trust the process and blend. I'm blending the color out into an almond shape to give it more of a doe eye look. I'm leaving most of the lid empty to use as a highlight point and make it doe shaped as well. Next, I'm going in with the same blush I initially used for my nose. I focused the first few strokes onto the edge of my eye because then it would pull my face in and give it a sharper shape almost. I've been doing my blush like this for a while now and I'm obsessed. Here's the tip: if you ever feel like you overdid something, you can always use your translucent powder or your beauty blender to take a bit of the pigment off. Moving on, I'm using a different angled brush that's used for darker shades and I'm going into a purple and a black. I'm winging out the shadow a bit to make my eyes look bigger and make my eyes stand out from all the pinks and the blush. If you're just starting out, using black eyeshadow is intimidating and it's really easy to overdo and not to mention hard to blend out. Feel free to just use a darker complementary shade like purple or red, or just skip this process. For highlighter, I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter powder in the shade Precious Petals. I'm going in with my fingers to highlight my nose, cheekbones, brow bones, and inner corners. For my lips, I am using the 3 Central Eye and Down Under lipstick in the shade Muse or Mousse as a transition shade to make my lips look softer, then darkening it with the MAC Bullet lipstick in the shade Dubonnet. I'm taking a very small eyeliner brush and dipping it into a broken lip pencil I have, but I realized it wasn't really working, so I decided to use a lipstick instead. Please don't do this unless you know that it's eye safe and you're okay with getting a stained eye. Very slowly and carefully, I'm drawing a little triangle on my inner corner. My tip for this is to follow your bottom lash line to determine how the point is angled. Then I'm going back into my highlighter powder to create empty space between the triangle and my eye to give the illusion that my eyes are bigger. Last but not least, lashes. Honestly, lashes are really hard to apply. I'm using the dark brush on duo lash glue. I got it off iHerb for all my New Zealand babies. The way I find easiest to apply lashes is to hold onto the lashes and not the band. Point it upwards so the band is closest to your lash line when you're going into applying it. Always apply it from the middle, then attach the inner part before the outer part. I feel like this way gives you more control. I can't really say much about applying eyelashes besides practice and be prepared to try again and again. Here are some tips to help the eyelashes look better. Use some eyeliner to cover the band. I didn't include this in the video, but most falsies that have the stiff plastic band don't fit your lid perfectly. Using eyeliner to fill in the gaps make it look a lot more natural and fitting to your eye. If you're going out, be sure to apply some mascara to your real lashes after applying your falsies and curl them together so that your real eyelashes stay blended in for a longer time. Finally, pop on some $2 plus store bunny ears and then you're done. I usually don't do voiceovers, so I hope this is okay. Ahaha.